Hi, Jules Yates here. Hey, I was out to lunch with a couple of my team members here today, and we were just chatting about buyers and some of the perceptions that people have about real estate. In particular, this particular case, Alexis had a buyer that was referred to her. She spent quite a few days helping this gentleman, setting him up a search, mailing him listings, only to find out that he said, "Oh, by the way, I didn't realize how this really worked, and I've been working with another agent." Let me tell you a little bit about real estate agents, and the process. Um, First of all, you're never obligated to use a real estate agent at all. If you want to go out and buy a piece of property that's listed, then you're going to at some point need to talk to a real estate agent. But frankly, you can talk to the listing agent and only have one agent involved. However, most people take advantage of of using a buyer agent. Is a buyer's agent always necessary? Yes and no. It depends on your expertise, the level of experience you have in buying and selling, whether you're getting an attorney involved, etc. So it really does vary. But anyway, let's talk about agency. You have in any given listed property, you have a listing agent. That agent is referred to as the listing agent, and they represent, guess who? The seller. Their job is to get the highest price for the seller. Certainly, they cannot lie or intentionally disclose or excuse me, intentionally deceive by hiding anything that they're aware of. The difference is, think of it this way: if you were to go call them up and say, "Hey, I'll pay full price for this house, but throw in an offer at X dollars, we'll see what happens," chances are they're going to tell the seller that. In fact, they're obligated to tell the seller that. It's called fiduciary responsibility. Now, on the other hand, if you called up a buyer's agent, you said, "Hey, I want to write an offer. It's listed at say 200,000. Throw in an offer at 150, but I'll pay 200." Guess what? We're going to put in an offer at 150, and better yet, we're going to try to justify that $150,000 price that you put in. So we're going to be working on your behalf at that point. The biggest key to remember is you can't work with more than one agent. At least we prefer that you do not work with more than one agent at a time, or at least give us the courtesy of telling us, "Hey, I'm calling people on who's listings a listing agent, calling them on their properties because they believe that the listing agent is going to have the most knowledge of a given property," and in some cases that's true. But we can also do those phone calls for you. But some people might say, "Look, I call listing agents only. If you're the listing agent, I decide to buy it. I'm savvy enough that I'm going to use the listing agent to buy it." Some people think that they save money that way. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. When it comes to a buyer's agent, though, when you're working with somebody as a buyer's agent, remember that agent does not get paid unless they sell something. Now, does that mean that we expect every single buyer that we speak to end up buying something? We'd love it if that were the case, but reality is not always. So, what we're going to try to do is build a rapport with you. We're going to be upfront and honest with you, and we expect that in return. We expect here that you're going to tell us legitimately what you're looking for, what your realistic time frame is. By the way, we don't care if you're looking to buy 3 years from now. Just tell us up front. This way, we're not going to be spending the bulk of our day really hunting and looking for that one piece only to find out you're not really ready or willing to buy right now. We work with different buyers at different stages of their search. For example, what we refer to as an A buyer is somebody that's ready, willing, and able to buy. Find me the right piece of property, and hey, we're ready to go. If you consider yourself an A buyer, tell us up front, "Hey, I'm ready to buy." If you're just in the beginning stages, but hey, find me the right piece, and I might buy it, tell us that too. We'll put you in the B category. That means you're going to be on the back burner. That doesn't mean we're going to ignore you or not spend as much time. It just means that we are going to have to obviously prioritize our time. And then if you're just in the very, very beginning stages and really not serious, you can tell us that too. What we'll do is we'll ask you to sign up on our website, set up a listing search. It's an automated search that's going to end up sending you listings. It's not going to take any of our time, but it's going to keep you in the front line the information, and you'll be able to, basically stay current as to what's out there. So anyway, just remember, it's be honest with your agent or the agent, any agent that you're dealing with, and just explain to them what's going on, what you're trying to accomplish. If you're looking for buyer representation, let us know. Um, there really is no risk involved in having a conversation with that agent. Trust me, when you build a rapport with someone that you really click with, it is going to, in the long run, save you a tremendous amount of time, energy, headache, and ultimately money. So when you're ready to buy or sell, give us a call. Remember, 231-218-5199. Thank you.